Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. The weather here is absolutely atrocious here in London, but this is quite a positive video. It's essentially a professional milestone I've hit. I joined Upwork a few years ago now. I took a bit of a break, about a 6-month break after I joined, about a year in. I took a 6-month break for various reasons, but really I've been working on Upwork fairly consistently for a few years now, and to be honest with you, mostly part-time, and I recently hit the 20k milestone. My job success score on Upwork is 100%. I'm a top rated writer, and like I say, I've hit the 20k milestone. So this video is going to be about how to hit that $20,000 milestone on Upwork. And if perhaps you've seen my other video, which was how to hit 10,000 on Upwork, this is obviously double that number, and I've learned a few things along the way. It's not been perfect by any means. If you follow these steps, you'll probably hit it a lot quicker than I did. One, find your niche sooner. Now look, if I'd have Googled this at the start of my Upwork journey, I may have saved myself about 3 years of trial and error. And to be honest with you, it's a very obvious thing in hindsight. Find your niche. What is a niche? As a writer, it's simply the area of expertise which you specialize in. It's an area which you do and you focus solely on that. Upwork, clients generally go to the platform because they have a specific problem they want to solve, or they have a specific gap in their workforce which their current workforce just simply isn't hitting effectively. So they go to Upwork to find a freelancer who can then fill that gap in their workforce effectively. Therefore, they're not looking for a generalist. They have generalists already. They're looking for someone who can do a very specific thing, and they're willing to reward handsomely if the freelancer is good. So for me, I'm a writer, I'm a freelance writer, I'm full-time now, and like I say, my niche, blogs, articles, real estate finance, that's my area. So I've tried various different things. I've tried YouTube scripts, I've tried speeches, I've tried social media posts, I've tried so many different things, but for me, what I'm best at, what I'm good at, what I can charge the most money for as a freelancer are my blogs and my articles, because that's the format I'm most comfortable with. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, you don't have to do anything crazy or super special or unique. You just have to do a skill set which is uniquely yours, and you have to do it well, and the clients will come to you or you'll find them. So find your niche, double down on that early, and I promise you, you'll have so much more success when it comes to landing clients. 2, craft proposals, tailored proposals. Now on Upwork, if you are familiar or if you're not, the way you can find work as a freelancer, probably the principal way you find work is by looking at jobs, and therefore you look at a job advert on the platform. You can see on the platform it says best matches, so these are the ones that are tailored based on your profile. Upwork will recommend them, and then you'll apply, you'll buy connects, which they're not super expensive, but they're not super cheap either, and you will then invest a certain number of connects towards applying for that particular job. Now it goes without saying, if you're applying for any sort of job, and that's outside of Upwork as well, you obviously have to tailor your CV, you tailor a cover letter in some instances, you try and put your best foot forward so that your profile as a candidate is most uniquely suited to that role, and then the employer will be like, okay, they're the best fit for us, and they're more likely to go with you. And it's exactly the same thing on Upwork. And the problem is, if you do generic proposals on Upwork, you end up having to send out far more proposals. You have to spend more money on connects, which, like I say, they're not actually that cheap, and you end up getting more rejections, or simply people that are ignoring your proposal. So craft super tailored job proposals. What's the best way to structure them? Well, in my opinion, I start with just a dear hiring team, I hope this cover letter finds you well. So I keep it professional and friendly, and then I go straight into what they're looking for. So I'll say something like, I note with interest you're looking for a bespoke blog writer to produce articles or blogs for your real estate company, something like that, just to make it very clear that you've read their proposal. Then I'll go into a bit of detail about myself, why I'm uniquely qualified for the job. I'll talk about my recent examples with similar projects, and then I'll attach some examples from my portfolio so they can see, okay, he's read the job description, he's uniquely qualified for this role, he's got experience, and his portfolio of examples matches what we're looking for. So Cannot stress this enough. Craft tailored job proposals every single time you send them out. If you're writing full time, 5 proposals a day should be enough. 5 tailored proposals should be enough. And this also ties into the first point, which is find your niche early. If you find your niche and you're crafting tailored proposals, which are bespoke for the clients, for the jobs that match your niche, you're far more likely to land clients, and more importantly, clients who pay you more money based on your skill set. 3, this is a bit of a kicker, but it's so important. Be financially ready. What do I mean by that? Well, look, if you are sending out 5 proposals a day, yes, they may be very tailored, and yes, you may have found your niche, which you're very good at, but you're simply not going to hear yeses from every single time you apply for a job. And most of the time, you're actually going to be ignored. Now, look, recently I've landed about 3 clients, which I'm really happy with, because they're set to pay good money, and I know I can deliver the work really effectively, so it should be a win-win all round. But I have to send out about 100 job proposals to find these 3 clients. And like I say, if I'd have found my niche earlier, if I'd have done certain things like crafted more tailored job proposals sooner, it might have been a different story. But the point is, if you're trying to carve out a career on Upwork, bear in mind that you will have to pay a bit of money to get started. That's just how it goes. And the way I look at this is, it's like with any business. Just because your business is online on your laptop doesn't mean you don't have overheads of some sort. If you're running a business which has materials involved, maybe you're in construction, maybe you're a carpenter, maybe you're in a completely different walk of business altogether, maybe you're a lawyer, I don't know. But point is, likelihood is you will have overheads of some sort. Writing on Upwork or freelancing on Upwork is no different. You simply have to pay to play, but like I say, it is worth it. Once you find your niche, and you can charge good money once you're good at your niche, once you tailor your proposals to match the job really specifically in line with your niche, it all becomes worth it. So be financially ready, be ready to invest in your business on Upwork, but if you stick with it, and if you're clever about how you apply for your jobs and how you present your profile, you're more likely to land those high-paying clients, because trust me, on Upwork they do exist. 4, don't give up. Upwork is one of those platforms where you just have to persevere. It's not perfect, it's far from perfect, but if you're looking to build your business as a freelancer, and especially if you're doing it from a standing start and you've got no prior experience, Upwork is such a good place to do it. You can start really small with clients who know your entry level and know what to expect, that you're not super experienced. You can build up your portfolio from there, you can build up your client list from there, and it's a way to just gradually build up your business, build up your skill set, and also build your confidence as well. When I first started out, I never would have imagined that I'd be closing 5-figure jobs with clients on Upwork, having conversations with clients all over the world, things like that, things I am doing now, especially now I'm working full time, and now it's second nature. But Upwork is a great way to do that. And why is it a great place? Because you're connecting with clients all over the world. It's in a really accessible account format, so everything's there. Your earnings are there, your communications with clients are there, the jobs are there. It's all in one place, and it makes it very easy to keep track of your activity, your successes, your failures, and also your communications with clients, which ultimately is the most important thing. Because without communicating with your clients 24/7, you're going to miss out on jobs, you're going to miss out on deadlines, and you're not going to do the best job possible. So Upwork, don't give up. Set up your account today, make it happen, apply for at least one job today, and like I say, find your niche, do that early. You'll save yourself a lot of time, trust me, especially if you are a professional freelance writer. 2, craft tailored proposals. Again, you'll save yourself so much time in the long run, and you'll save yourself a lot of money because the jobs you're applying for are ones you're more likely to get. 3, be financially ready, have a safety net behind you, because once you make the move to work on Upwork, you are going to have to invest a little bit of money just to get going, but I promise you it's worth it. The rewards, both financially, but also for your confidence as well as a freelancer and as a writer, it is worth it. And then finally, don't give up. You've got to persevere when it comes to Upwork, and also when it comes to any business. Look, I'm just starting out now as a full-time freelance writer, and the stress is very real, don't get me wrong. I'm in that valley of death where things could go either way, I promise you that. But I'm sticking with it, I'm persevering, and I believe in my abilities, I believe in the platform, and I believe in my clients because I know that they rate my work and I rate the work that they give me. Therefore, it works quite well. But point is, join Upwork, start today, apply for jobs today, and you won't regret it. And soon, you'll do your own video saying you've hit 20k, you're 100% job success score, and you're top rater on Upwork. And that's it. So there we go. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, check out my other video as well about hitting $10,000 because I think a lot's changed since then. A lot has changed in my personal life and professional life. So yeah, things are on the move. But I hope you liked the video. I hope you found it informative, and don't give up because it really is possible. You just got to persevere, be smart, Google things as well. If you're not sure about something, just Google it. I would have saved so much time. If I'd have just Googled the best way to make money on Upwork, I would have saved a lot of time. But there we go, no complaints. You make your own bed, you win some, you lose some. So there we go.